What is going on, drivers? Good morning. It's 4:30 in the morning. Doing this little video. Actually, it's going to be a little bit longer video. So, subscriber Let's Dig Dirt 2 said, hey, it'd be cool if you could do a day in the life of video. I said, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Let's try it. So, I'm going to try it. Now, this would be in the day of the life of the end dump hauler, something like that. End dump hauler. Some of the places I go, I can't really show you. I can't video inside the places, so it's going to be a little tricky to get decent video. Because there's people walking around, there's people on machinery, shit like that. They don't want you videoing, common sense stuff like that. So I'm going to try to make the best video I can for you, let you see what I do, and see if we can do it. I got it all pre-trip, ready to go. So let's get it the hell out of here.
That means tenants who are often the poorest among us are faced with an extra $200 every time.
Alright, so I don't know where you're at, but around here you can pull into pretty much any fuel station and get you a decent meal. I didn't say a healthy meal. I said a decent meal. Tastes good. You get early in the morning, you get biscuits and bacon, egg, and cheese and sausage gravy and all kinds of shit. Just ain't good for you. This morning, it's breakfast burritos. Breakfast burritos are alright, but I gotta eat. So, might as well be here. So, yeah, day in the life of a trucker. Stop at the fuel stop. Get something pretty decent to eat. Really ain't bad. It's better than truck stop food most of the time. Let's continue on our journey. 3.5 hours down, another 45 minutes to go. Ain't got much longer. A few more back roads. I like the back roads. I don't like the fucking interstates. Way stations, all that crap. Drivers, we have finally made it to the receiver now. So, y'all watch any of my other videos. I'm always harping about the benefits of having the CB radio. And here's one of the reasons. This place right here, I'm gonna flip the camera around and talk to you, but one of the benefits is on this road. This road might be backed up all the way to here. If you come around lunchtime, it'll be all the way out here, just slap full of trucks. Van trailers, dump trailers, flatbeds. And from back here, I can call the scale house and check in with them. Now, I have to go all the way up here to this break in the gate, is where the road is to go to the scale house. So my question to you is, are you going to walk from all the way back there and come up here? Maybe you got a phone number to call. I don't know. Maybe you don't. So, are you going to walk from back there all the way up here to check in? You can. You can, but if it's backed up like that, there might be more trucks come behind you. And they get checked in first before you do. So, are you gonna? So now that you've walked, this quarter mile down this road and checked in and walked all the way back, now there's maybe 4, 5, 6 other trucks that got ahead of you at the scale. They're still behind you, but on paper they've gotten ahead of you because when he's going to call them before he calls you, basically. So, before I call the scale house, well, I could call them now, but I'm going to get the trailer ready to dump, and I'm going to put you in my pocket, take you with me outside, and show you how I get the back ready. But let's call the scale house, tell them we're here. How about the scale house?
Yeah, hold on just a second out there. I got a truck on the scales here.
10, 4. Alright guys, so what I do to get my trailer ready is I'll come back here to the back, and there's these straps that hold the tarp down so it's not flying up under high wind, so it's not cocked up at a funky angle and hitting any low overpasses, wires, things like that. It's a safety pin. Now this pin has to come out for me to get the door open, but since we're just going to go inside the gate and dump out, I'll take that off, take the safety chain off. Now the mud flap has to be flipped around the other way. So when you flip your door around, if you don't turn the mud flap, your mud flap will get caught underneath the tire and it'll tear your mud flap off. That way, moving the flap over there, put your mud flap over here when the door's open. Here's the other strap. Now when I'm done, then I close the door, the tarp will get strapped back into the front. All right, so now that we've unstrapped the tarp, I'm gonna just raise the tarp up a little bit just to get it off the back door so I can open the back door. And but I'm gonna leave my tarp out because this this aluminum, it just grabs a hold of the tarp. So I need to dump with the tarp out. And that's not ideal. That's not usually what you want to do. But
all right, Schnitzer, you can come on in. You're all clear.
Thank you, Scale House. So Scale House just said, hey, come on in. So here I go to get on the scale. That's one of the benefits of having the CB radio. Even though this place is kind of wide open this morning. But if you get here around lunchtime and it's backed up, you might sit here 2-3 hours. Just me sitting here 2 or 3 hours. Van, trailer, flatbed, they can, you know, it takes them a while to load those guys. So they might sit here several more hours. But, you know, having the CB radio might save you a good hour. It really might. So we'll be back. All right, we'll walk back here and get the door open. The big thing is when you open up this door, you don't want to stand behind the door at all. That's why you don't want to stand behind the door. Get your head split open. Clutch in, PTO on. Lever back. My trailer brake is set. My tractor brake is not set. So my trailer is going to stay still and pull the tractor back to the trailer. And I always do it like that. It don't matter if I'm on concrete, if I'm on asphalt, if I'm on dirt, if I'm in the mud. That's the way I always do it, so that that trailer stays stable while it's being lifted like this. I'll even crack a window so that I can hear it all coming out. If it doesn't seem like it's all coming out, you might have a problem. Have something stuck up at the top. You get a bunch of metal stuck at the top, you're liable to turn over if you ain't careful. That's a bad day. That's a phone call you don't want to make right there. It all started sliding. Now I'm going to stop. I'm not all the way up, but I'm going to stop right there because usually there's no more need to go up any higher than that. I do believe I have it all. So I'm going to let the trailer down. But before I go too far, I'm just pulling up enough to let these loaders get around between me and that pile. But I'm going to run back here to the back of the truck, check to make sure there's nothing left in there, nothing is stuck in the tarp. So. Yeah, drivers, we got our knees back in the breeze now. This little back road right here. Some of y'all might be a little shocked going down some little road like this. Some of y'all might not ever really get out of the city or off the interstate too much. But yeah, these little places like this right here, you can look on the map. Ask some of the guys at these shippers and receivers. Look at them turkeys right there. All them damn turkeys. Yeah. But you can ask these dudes about these little back roads, you know. Look on the map while you're sitting there. This way I'm going saves me about 20 minutes, really, off of where the GPS says I should go. This way saves me 20 minutes. And you know, you think, well, that's just 20 minutes out of a 12-hour day, but the GPS doesn't take into account all these red lights and stuff like that. Where these back roads, there ain't no red lights back here. I ain't hit a red light in 30 miles going this way. So yeah, and it's perfectly legal. This is not, ain't no truck road. Trucks can come on this road all day long. There's not a lot of them that do. But yeah, what a time saver right here. Yay, construction zone. There's your 10-cent fuel tax in Alabama hard at work right here. Yep. Well, drivers, it's that time of day. Pull in somewhere to get some go-go juice. Get some groceries down my neck. So, none other than at the Loves. So I very much dislike the Loves. It's always crowded. You always get some guy like this this gray trailer that's right over here. He jumped out of the truck, so now nobody can get to that pump. Yeah, irritates the crap out of me. No common courtesy around these days. So yeah, jump out, get some fuel, gonna walk around, kick my tires, wash my windshield off. Just some of the things that I think you should be doing. Walk around your truck, take a look at what's going on with it, and you know, clean your windows off. See, a lot of guys, they jump out, get fuel, jump right back in the truck, and that's fine. But it takes a little while to pump a couple 100 gallons of water, or gallons of fuel. Yeah. I ain't gonna show you how to do all that or how I do it. I think you ought to know how to do it yourself, but I'll go in here and get me a Subway sandwich or something, and grab some fuel. We'll be back after it, right? Drivers, here we are finally at the shipper. Gonna pick up a load of aluminum rail cars, which are just what it sounds like. They're rail cars that have been cut up and the railroad doesn't need anymore. I'm gonna go over here and get this guy to load me up. And I don't know what the rest of this place is, some sort of pipe place. I don't know what the hell they do. That's got kind of a rail yard running through this place, and got this company to come out here and cut them up, ship them out. So that's what we're doing. And this load, I'm going to take it back home and sit on it overnight. And tomorrow we're going to do the same thing we did today. Alright, let's get this truck into position here. He's going to load me with a grapple crane. He's pretty quick about it too, and he doesn't pack it very hard, so he's not going to tear up my trailer. A little bit of an obstacle course around here. Got all kinds of crap to drive around. So this is why I can't keep my truck clean. I'm always doing stuff like this. That's why I get flat tires too, because there's all this shredded aluminum in the way. Doesn't get cleaned up very often, but that's just the nature of the beast. They'll have me loaded here shortly. We're going to roll the tarp back and we'll go home. Well, drivers, there it is. Done for the day. Hit the lights, turn the key off. Time to go home. It's a pretty good day. Very, very uneventful day. Like nothing happened. Nothing at all. So, that's a good day when everything goes right, nothing goes wrong. Didn't really hit no traffic. About 11-hour day. So, I'm home early. That's a good thing. It's better than being home after dark, I guess. But now you see, that's the day-to-day life of the end-dump driver. Today's pretty much got one load that I preloaded yesterday. Come back down, got preloaded again, and I'll do the same thing again tomorrow. Different places I go, I might get 2 or 3 loads in a day. Sometimes it's only one load. That one load pays enough, to make up for not getting 2 loads. It's just all in how the contract is, So, I hope you like my video. Excuse me. I hope you enjoy it. Maybe if you're thinking about being an end-dump driver, might give you a little bit of insight. But I don't haul rock, dirt, sand, stuff like that. So my day-to-day is a lot different than those that do haul rock, dirt, sand, stuff like that. I only work 5 days a week. Most of those other guys, they work about 6 days a week. So yeah, it's pretty uneventful. But hope you like my video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. I enjoyed making it. If you'd subscribe, leave me a comment down below. I answer most all my comments. Some of you I don't answer. Y'all come up with some pretty creative stuff to say, so I'll leave it at that. But thanks again for watching.